Hey everybody, this is Andrew, and we're making a quick video. Going to answer 3 simple questions you need to ask yourself before making a decision about life insurance. So, I'm in between appointments. I've got about 20 minutes, and so I've been getting a lot of questions or emails from some existing clients, questions about life insurance, and so I want to take this time to really just focus on a few of the questions that I've been getting most often and answer those questions, because I'm sure there's other folks out there that have the same exact questions. So as you know, life insurance is considered a real foundational piece of your overall financial plan. Most financial advisors definitely recommend having life insurance as part of your risk management portfolio. So the 3 questions that we're going to answer today. Question number 1 is, do you need life insurance? We'll touch on that a little bit just to find out if you have that need for life insurance at all. The second question we're going to cover is, how do I choose the appropriate type of coverage? Most folks today know that there's typically two types of coverage. There's term and permanent. So we're going to cover that a little bit in detail here in a second. And the last question we're going to cover, which is a question that not a lot of folks think about, but that's a very important question. And that question is, which insurance company should I trust to do business with? So those are the 3 questions we're going to touch on today. Back to the first question we wanted to answer today, and that is, how do I know if I even need life insurance? The easiest way to answer that question is to ask yourself another question, and that question is, would somebody suffer financially if I was to pass away early? So, whether that's a child, a spouse, other family member, or maybe even a business partner. If the answer to that question is yes, then yes, you do need life insurance. Now, life insurance is designed to cover a variety of needs, whether it's just paying off your mortgage so your family can continue to live in that home, or to set aside some money for your children's education. Other immediate needs or immediate uses of life insurance can be final expenses, burial expenses. There's a lot of different uses for life insurance. And in fact, we actually offer a completely free tool that you can use to calculate the exact amount of insurance that you need for you and your family, your own personal situation. So stay tuned. Sometime at the end of the video, I'll let you know how to get access to that completely free tool, life insurance calculator, and that way you can know the exact amount of insurance you need. So now that we know whether or not we need insurance, the next question we want to ask ourselves is, what type of insurance do we need? Basically, there's 2 forms of insurance. There's term and there's permanent. Now, permanent insurance can come in many shapes and sizes, but for the purposes of time, we're going to consider all permanent policies the same for this video. So the simple question to ask yourself when you're trying to decide between term and permanent is, what do you need the insurance for? If you need the insurance for a temporary need, like paying down a mortgage or making sure there's enough funds set aside for your children's college education, then term insurance is a good fit. Because you can choose a specific period of time to have that coverage, and then once that time period's up, the insurance goes away. Now, alternatively, if you have a need for life insurance that's more permanent, let's say like funding your burial expenses, or just ensuring that there's enough income for a surviving spouse, especially if the person that passes away is the primary breadwinner, then permanent insurance might make a lot more sense. Now, cost can also be a deciding factor when it comes to choosing between term and permanent insurance. Term insurance is typically going to be a less costly option. Now, mainly because you're really only paying for the life insurance death benefit. Now, permanent insurance, on the other hand, has built-in or value-added benefits, a lot of times called living benefits, which can cause the premium to, of course, be more than term insurance. Permanent insurance differs mainly from term insurance because typically you can build up cash within the policy, what we call cash value, and policyholders actually can have access to this money throughout the lifetime of the policy, completely tax-free. So permanent insurance is a great tool to accumulate cash with some tax advantages while also continuing to cover the life insurance needs of your family. So when deciding which type of insurance is right for you, ask yourself these questions. What goals am I trying to accomplish? with this insurance, and how much can I comfortably put aside consistently on a monthly basis in order to accomplish these goals. So if your goal is to purely cover the temporary need that you have, then perhaps term insurance is a good fit. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking for covering your life insurance needs, but also potentially alternative strategies to accumulate some tax-free income for your retirement years, well, permanent insurance may be a better fit for you. So, but really the best way to choose between a term and a permanent plan is going to be to consult an insurance advisor that can really guide you through the decision-making process and come up with the best option for you. So we've talked a little bit about how to decide if you need insurance or not. We also talked about the different types of coverage, term versus permanent. Now, the last question we want to cover today was, how do you choose a company to do business with? There are thousands of insurance companies within the U.S. alone, and choosing that right insurance company is going to be very important for you because life insurance are long-term contracts. We're talking 30, 40, 50 years or even more. So one of the things you need to keep in mind is picking a company that's not only financially sound, but has a long-term history in the industry. That way you can be sure, or at least more sure, that when it comes time to paying out the death benefit to your beneficiary, that company is going to be there. So what I like to recommend is choosing a company that's rated at least A or better by an insurance rating agency. AM Best is a good insurance rating agency to look up, but there's also others out there. And also, look for a company that's maybe been around for a century or more. There's a lot of companies out there that have been through some tough economic times, but have continued to persist and grow. So look for one of those. That's the easiest way to find a good company to do business with. So we've reached the end of this video, and I hope that I've been able to offer some guidance regarding the life insurance decisions you're about to make. As promised, I wanted to give you access to our completely free tool, our life insurance calculator, that's going to tell you the exact amount, down to the penny, how much life insurance you need. That way you can know for sure that you've got enough coverage, you're not paying too much for too much insurance, but also that you've got the proper amount to make sure your family's taken care of if something was to happen to you. Go ahead and click on the link below and let us know where to send the free life insurance calculator. We'll send it out to you immediately. I'll go ahead and leave that link up for the next 30 minutes or so, so make sure you click on it right away. That way we can send it out to you. Thanks for watching today. I commend you for taking some time out of your day to learn a little bit more about life insurance and how it can be a critical tool for you and your family's financial success. Don't forget to click on that link. We'll send you the completely free tool to calculate the amount of life insurance you need for you and your family.